There's a food in your kitchen right now that most people over 60 have been told is healthy. Doctors used to recommend it. Nutritionists still defend it. You've probably cooked with it for years, poured it over your salads, or eaten it in heart-healthy packaged meals. But here's the scary truth. This food, when consumed daily, even in small amounts, may be slowly damaging your brain, disrupting your hormones, increasing inflammation, and making your body age faster. And the worst part? No one's warning you. It's still found on grocery shelves, in hospital food trays, and inside countless so-called health foods made specifically for older adults. So what is it? Seed oils. More specifically, highly refined oils like canola, soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, and cottonseed oil. These oils are everywhere. You'll find them in bottled salad dressings, veggie burgers, granola bars, roasted nuts, crackers, cereals, healthy frozen meals, and low-fat mayonnaise. The labels all say the same thing: cholesterol-free, made from plants, heart-friendly. But behind the marketing lies a very different reality, one that's especially dangerous for seniors. These seed oils are extracted using intense industrial processing. First, the seeds are blasted with high heat, which already begins to damage the fragile fats. Then, they're soaked in chemical solvents like hexane, a substance also used in gasoline production to pull out the remaining oil. After that, the oils are bleached to remove their murky color and deodorized to mask the rancid smell. What you're left with is a clear, odorless product that can sit on a shelf for months, but is anything but natural. The most damaging part of these oils is their high concentration of omega-6 fatty acids, especially linoleic acid. While a small amount of omega-6 is essential, the average American now consumes 10 to 20 times more than they need, and almost none of the omega-3 fats that balance it out. This massive imbalance creates a perfect storm inside the body. Excess omega-6 fats promote inflammation, and inflammation is the root cause of nearly every age-related disease: heart disease, Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and more. In fact, a study published in the journal Circulation found that people with high levels of linoleic acid in their blood also had elevated markers of inflammation and endothelial dysfunction, both early warning signs of cardiovascular disease. For seniors who are already more vulnerable to oxidative stress and chronic illness, this is a serious red flag. If you're eating these oils regularly, even if it's just a few tablespoons here and there in packaged food, your body is being forced to absorb and store a damaged inflammatory fat that was never meant to be eaten this way, and the effects may be building up quietly, year after year. Coming up next, we'll dive into exactly how these oils damage your brain, liver, and gut, and why removing them from your diet could be one of the most powerful things you do for your health after 60. Let's start with the brain. Most seniors worry about memory, focus, and the risk of cognitive decline as they age. But few realize that the type of fat you eat daily may be silently affecting the health of your brain cells. Your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat, and what you consume gets incorporated into your cell membranes. When those membranes are filled with damaged, highly unstable omega-6 fats from seed oils, especially linoleic acid, it increases your brain's vulnerability to oxidative stress. These fragile fats are prone to rancidity inside the body, especially when exposed to heat or oxygen. That means every time your body tries to use them to build or repair brain cells, it's using a compromised building material. As these fats oxidize, they produce toxic byproducts like aldehydes and lipid peroxides. These compounds interfere with how your brain communicates, inflame neural tissue, and may accelerate neurodegenerative changes. A 2020 paper in Frontiers in Neuroscience specifically linked high dietary linoleic acid intake with increased neuroinflammation, one of the earliest and most consistent features of Alzheimer's disease. For older adults who are already experiencing brain fog, forgetfulness, or changes in mood, this could be pouring fuel on the fire. Now, let's move to the liver. Your liver is your main detox organ. Everything you eat passes through it. And when you eat foods laced with oxidized fats and chemical residues from seed oils, your liver works overtime to try to neutralize the damage. Over time, this relentless burden can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, a condition that's now shockingly common among seniors, even those who don't drink alcohol. According to a 2023 review published in Nutrients, seed oils high in linoleic acid significantly increase liver fat accumulation and reduce the liver's ability to regulate metabolism. And because fatty liver often develops silently, many seniors have no idea it's happening until symptoms like fatigue, weakness, or abdominal pain appear. Lastly, we need to look at your gut because this is where most diseases begin. Your gut lining is a single layer of cells that acts like a security gate. It allows in nutrients and keeps out bacteria, toxins, and undigested particles. But seed oils have been shown to alter the gut microbiome, trigger inflammation, and weaken this lining. That means harmful substances can leak into the bloodstream, a condition often called leaky gut. Once that happens, the immune system goes into overdrive, creating widespread inflammation that shows up as joint pain, skin issues, fatigue, and even autoimmune flare-ups. The worst part? These effects don't require massive amounts of seed oil. They build up from small daily exposures, a tablespoon here, a splash there, baked into crackers, bread, or frozen meals. For seniors with slower metabolism and increased sensitivity to oxidative stress, these tiny exposures can add up fast. Coming up next, we'll reveal the everyday foods where these oils are hiding, even in items labeled organic or low fat, and how to spot them before they end up on your plate. Now that you understand how damaging seed oils can be, the next question is, where are they hiding? The unfortunate answer is almost everywhere, even in foods that are labeled as healthy, organic, or low fat. And that's what makes them so dangerous. Because most people, especially seniors, don't realize they're consuming these oils multiple times a day. Let's start with salad dressing. It's one of the most deceptive products in the grocery store. Even bottles labeled made with olive oil are often blended with large amounts of canola or soybean oil. Turn the bottle around and read the ingredients. Chances are, the first oil listed is one of the cheap, refined seed oils we've talked about. That's because they're inexpensive, they have a long shelf life, and they don't separate in the bottle like real olive oil would. Next, take a look at anything labeled light, low fat, or cholesterol-free. These products often replace fat with sugar or starch, but when they do use fat, it's usually the cheapest available option: canola, sunflower, or soybean oil. Granola bars, crackers, baked chips, healthy cereals, and even frozen veggie burgers are common culprits. Many contain multiple types of seed oils baked in, used both in cooking and as binders. And don't be fooled by the organic label. Organic seed oil is still seed oil. It may come from non-GMO crops, but the chemical structure of the oil remains the same. It's still highly refined, high in omega-6 fats, and prone to oxidation. What matters most is not just how the plant was grown, but how the oil was processed, stored, and ultimately used. Seed oils also hide in places you wouldn't expect. Ready-made hummus, packaged nuts and trail mix, protein bars, store-bought baked goods. Even many plant-based milks and creamers use sunflower or safflower oil to improve texture and extend shelf life. All of these little exposures build up, especially if you're eating them day after day, week after week. Now here's something especially important for seniors. Cooking with these oils at home can be just as harmful. When seed oils are heated, they become even more unstable. Their delicate chemical structure breaks down under heat, releasing toxic aldehydes, compounds that have been linked to DNA damage, respiratory irritation, and increased cancer risk. That means frying, sautéing, or roasting your food in canola or sunflower oil is worse than just consuming it cold. You're not just eating the damaged fats, you're creating new toxic byproducts with every meal. So what can you do? First, become a label reader. Avoid anything with canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, or safflower oil listed in the ingredients. And second, start swapping these oils out of your home cooking, because in the next section, we'll walk you through the 5 best oil alternatives for seniors, oils that actually support your heart, your brain, and your longevity. So now that we've covered the damage caused by seed oils and where they're hiding, let's talk solutions. Because the goal isn't just to scare you, it's to help you take control. The good news is, there are several cooking oils that are not only safe for seniors, but actually protective. These oils are stable, rich in anti-inflammatory fats, and don't break down into harmful compounds when heated. First up is extra virgin olive oil. This one has stood the test of time. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, support healthy blood vessels, and reduce markers of inflammation. It's also packed with polyphenols, plant compounds that act like antioxidants and help combat oxidative stress in the brain and heart. Make sure you're buying cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil in a dark glass bottle. Use it for dressings, dips, low-heat sautéing, or even drizzled over cooked vegetables. Just don't fry with it on high heat, as even olive oil has limits under extreme temperatures. Next is avocado oil. If you want an oil that can handle higher heat, avocado oil is your best friend. It's also high in monounsaturated fats and stable under heat, making it great for stir-frying, roasting, or grilling. It has a neutral flavor and a smoke point of over 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes it safer for cooking than almost any seed oil. Look for cold-pressed, unrefined avocado oil for the highest quality. Another powerful option is coconut oil, though it comes with a few caveats. Coconut oil is high in saturated fat, which many doctors still debate. However, some studies suggest that moderate use of unrefined virgin coconut oil may actually support brain function and metabolic health, particularly in seniors. It contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which the body uses for quick energy. And some research suggests MCTs may even support memory in older adults. That said, coconut oil shouldn't be your only cooking fat, but it can be part of a balanced mix. You can also consider grass-fed ghee, which is clarified butter. Ghee has a rich, buttery flavor and a high smoke point. It's free of milk solids and lactose, making it easier to digest for those with dairy sensitivities. Ghee also contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that supports gut health and reduces inflammation in the colon. Finally, consider cold-pressed walnut or flaxseed oil for cold applications. These oils are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the exact fats that most people, especially seniors, don't get enough of. Use them in salad dressings or smoothies, but never cook with them. They're too delicate for heat and should always be stored in the fridge to prevent oxidation. The bottom line? Swap out the seed oils and start cooking with fats that actually support your body. Because in our final section, we'll show you how to put it all together, how to identify seed oils in real-life grocery trips, plan your meals to avoid them, and finally reclaim your energy, focus, and long-term health. Now that you know the truth about seed oils, the question becomes, how do you actually avoid them? The truth is, this switch doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to throw away every product in your pantry or become obsessed with every ingredient, but you do need to start paying attention, because once you see these oils for what they are, you'll be shocked by how often they show up in your meals. The first step is to become a label detective. The moment you pick up a packaged food, flip it over. Go straight to the ingredients list. Look for these names: canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, and cottonseed oil. If you see any of them in the first 5 ingredients, that's a red flag. You'll find them in salad dressings, granola bars, crackers, protein bars, boxed cereals, frozen dinners, meat substitutes, even in jars of nut butter that seem healthy on the surface. Next, start with one simple kitchen swap. Replace your vegetable oil or canola oil with cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil and avocado oil. Those two alone will cover 90% of your cooking needs. If you love baking, switch to coconut oil or grass-fed butter. And when you're sautéing or frying, go with avocado oil. It won't break down under high heat like seed oils do. Then, slowly replace your condiments. Buy mayonnaise made with avocado oil instead of soybean oil. Look for dressings made with 100% olive oil. Or, better yet, make your own. It only takes a few ingredients: olive oil, lemon juice or vinegar, mustard, and herbs. Tastes better and no inflammatory byproducts. Another simple shift: stop eating healthy processed snacks. Many low-fat crackers and baked chips are loaded with sunflower or canola oil. Instead, snack on whole foods like raw nuts, fruit, hard-boiled eggs, or yogurt with flaxseed oil stirred in. If you're dining out, ask restaurants what oils they use to cook. Most use cheap seed oils because they're cost-effective, but some higher-end places will sauté with butter or olive oil if you ask. And if they don't know, play it safe by avoiding fried foods or anything that's heavily sautéed. Within a few weeks of reducing your exposure, you may start to notice subtle changes: less bloating, more stable energy, clearer thinking, fewer joint aches, and long-term, you're lowering your risk for cardiovascular disease, fatty liver, memory decline, and chronic inflammation. These are real outcomes that start with a single habit: switching the fat you cook with. So if you're over 60 and want to protect your heart, your brain, and your independence, ditch the seed oils. The science is clear. These oils are not supporting your health. They're quietly undermining it. And the sooner you take them out of your life, the sooner your body can start healing. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more senior-focused health tips, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. You deserve to age with clarity, strength, and confidence. And now you know one of the most important places to start: